my fingers to the bone. All I ever wanted to be was a good wife and a good mother. Make our house a home. When the good Lord comes for you someday, she said, you're strong, just like your mother. I know you'll be okay. Always remember, I love you. Fight for your dreams and do what you love. Live each day like it's your last day. When it's your time, then you can say, I've had a good life.
Number 3 on the Roots and all over the charts, Billboard. And thank you for calling the Humagoo tonight. Thank you, Ruth.
Hey, my pleasure.
Title track, The Good Life. And one of the things I was in chat you about is the blues, the competition, the IBCs, the showcase. I got to talk to so many great artists. How much fun that is, the pit stop of music, should I say. It's timed and you got to go.
Man. It's something else. I had the I guess it was the pleasure, but it was stressful back in 2012 competing in that thing, and it was tough. You're right. But you want to talk about having to step up and put your best foot forward in a allotted amount of time with the timer. And the clock starts running when you say with your first note or your, hey, how's everybody doing? The clock starts running. So I've been lucky the last couple of years to perform at the Galaxy Showcase at B.B. King's on Beale Street. And a lot of people coming through the doors, a lot of great blues musicians, professional and amateur, walking the streets in Memphis. And boy, you want to talk about 4 days of nothing but a good time and tremendous music. That's what the IBCs are all about.
Yeah, there's interviews going on. Vinny is there with music on the
Oh yeah.
couch. He's interviewing everybody, and and again, it's the big family. You see the pictures of the elevators, and all everybody standing around in the hotels. It's so cool to see from my end, and know the music that you guys are jamming, and again to hear how it was put together, like you said, with the time. I always thought that was so cool to hear about the different professionalisms that everybody does in their genre or whatever their lives, their careers. That you guys do it, not just you set up to a clock and it ends, and everything has to be perfect for that night, for that competition.
Exactly. And you're graded on everything. And it really, like I said, it's kind of the stepping stone for a lot of people to, move up through the ranks of the blues. And of course, the obvious is to get to the pinnacle. But I can remember that, Susan Tedeschi was a contestant at the IBCs. I think I'm not sure. I don't think she made it to the finals. So think about that. As I mentioned, my friend Mary Bridget Davies did make it to the finals, did not win it. You have Southern Avenue, that's just was signed by Stax Records out of Memphis, Tennessee. Tremendous blues group. I mean, I could go on and on and on about the people that have, like I said, walked the streets of Memphis. And in January, you don't know what the weather's going to be like in Memphis in January. It's kind of like St. Louis. It could be 60 degrees one day, and it could be 10 degrees the next day. So, but there's a lot of beer that gets, untapped down there, and a lot of good times, a lot of great food, and obviously a lot of great music.
Yeah, it's a great networking time from what I'm hearing for the whole 4 days.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about some of the tunes. I want to play some of your tracks coming up a little bit for you.
Sure.
Dirty Blues, I've Got Your Back, Late Night Red Wine. I have all these lined up for everybody. Like Wildfire,
Awesome.
She's Golden, Torn in Two. But, the whole CD. Now, I imagine those, you were telling me that you're writing right now, and how much blues and life comes out of tragic times, because we were chatting off air, and it's like, yeah, this is life and how this all continues to go, and how the musicians. So I imagine the creativity is just always for everybody, even during these times, like the song like Dirty Blues and all that kind of stuff that you have.
Yeah, well, Dirty Blues and What You Never Had, I co-wrote with Tom Hambridge, Nashville, Tennessee.
Wow.
Yeah, he has produced my last album, Ain't Ready for the Grave, and of course he has produced, I believe, Buddy Guy's last 3 albums, and obviously won the Grammy and the Blues Music Award with Buddy on those. But Dirty Blues was kind of written about, playing the bar scenes and stuff. When somebody hears their song, it doesn't matter if it's a male or a female. I do reference female in Dirty Blues. It's like they're on the floor. It doesn't matter if they're by themselves or they have a partner, but they're just getting it because they're getting off on the music, and they usually throwing their hand or the arm up in the air and going like, hell yeah, and they know every line to the song, and they're just out there just getting it. So I just kind of wanted to, give like a feeling of standing back behind the microphone up on stage and watching the folks just getting after it when the music is moving them. And that's what Dirty Blues is all about. What You Never Had came from a line my mom would say, because, as a kid or as a teenager, you'd always kind of like whine, well, so-and-so's got this and so-and-so's got a car. Why don't I have a car, and just so forth and so on. And she would always say, why worry about what you never had? I didn't put stop your whining. That's usually what she would say to me and my brother. Stop your whining. But, life's about living, not what you have, kind of thing. So I'm like, okay, I got to write a song about that. And that was kind of a a tongue-in-cheek kind of thing about, I never have never had a Maserati, never no caviar, no VIP table at high-class bars, about some of the things that as an adult that I never had. So that's how that song came about. Tom and I wrote. So just track 2 and track 3, just letting you know a little bit about that.
Oh, that's great stuff. Tom Hambridge, NOLA Sessions. Oh, that was one of my favorite. It still is when that came out 2 years ago, along with the Buddy Guy. A Blues is Alive and Well. Buddy got the Grammy, but yes, he's the drummer and all that cool stuff that he does. But yeah, I love that CD. Man, that's cool stuff. Yeah, he seems like a very cool guy, talented, all the neat stuff in the guitar.
Yeah, and he's just as good a person as he is talented too. I mean, you want to talk about a really good person to the core. I mean, Tom is one of the best ones. He really is, and very positive, very upbeat. I know that when we were writing some of the songs for Ain't Ready for the Grave, I sometimes like to go to the dark side, like, to go down like a darker path lyrically. And Tom would always say, don't forget, Ruth, let's keep it positive. Let's keep the end positive. Let's turn it and make it positive. So that's the kind of guy he is. Just a really good person. Obviously, mega talented, tremendous writer, tremendous producer, and just a badass drummer too. I mean, nobody lays it down. I've been lucky enough my last 2 albums to have two of the baddest asses on drums in Tom Hambridge and on Good Life, the great Tony Brauneagle on drums. So I've been really lucky to have 2 drummers laying down the pocket on my last 2 albums.
No, very cool. Let's do it right now. What you never had right now. Hurricane Ruth. We'll be right back. Thank you.